Hi everyone, I'm Christian James Emalagaw, presenting my midterm laboratory exam on data communication and computer networks. In today's connected world, data communication and networking play a vital role in how we work, communicate, and share information. This presentation will cover the basics of data communication, the components involved, different types of networks, and why they are essential in modern technology. What is data communication? Data communication is the process of transmitting data or information between two or more devices through a transmission medium such as cables or wireless signals. It enables devices to share information, resources, and messages effectively. Data communication is the process of transferring data or information from one device to another through a transmission. This could be a wired connection such as Ethernet cable or a wireless connection like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. The goal is to enable reliable and accurate data transfer. There are key five key components involved in data communication. Number one, sender. The sender is the device that initiates the communication by creating and sending the data. For example, a computer sending an email or a smartphone making a call acts as the sender. Number two, receiver. The receiver is the device that accepts the data from the sender and processes it. For example, when you send an email, the recipient's computer or server act as the receiver. Message. The message is the actual information being transmitted. It can be form of text, audio, or video, or any type of data. For example, a text message is an image or a video file being sent over a network. Number four, transmission medium. This channel through which can be message travel from the sender to receiver. It can be wireless medium like radio waves or example Wi-Fi. In another example. Lastly, protocol. A protocol is a set of rules, standards that define how the data should be transmitted, formatted, and received. For example, TCP or IP Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol ensures reliable data transfer over the Internet. Data communication can occur in three main ways. Number one, simplex. Simplex communication allows the data to flow in one directions. One device acts as the sender and the other acts as the receiver, but they cannot switch roles. An example of simplex communication is radio broadcast. The radio station sends a signal, but the listener cannot respond. Half duplex. In half duplex communication, data can flow in both directions, but can only one side can send the data at a time. When one device is sending, the other has to wait until the transmission is complete before replying. An example of half-duplex communication is a walkie-talkie. You need to say over before the other person can respond. Number three, full duplex. Full duplex communication allows data to flow in both directions at the same time. Both devices can send and receive data simultaneously without waiting. An example of full duplex communication is a phone call. Phone call. Both people can speak and listen at the same time. These transmission modes define how communication happens between devices, influencing the speed and efficiency of data exchange. These are the examples or diagram. Uh, as you can see, the transmitter, this is the example of simplex. The transmitter then mapupunta po siya sa receiver. Simplex, the data flows in one direction from the transmitter to receiver. The transmitter sends the data and the receiver only receives it. No response or feedback is possible. As I said, the example for this is radio broadcasting. The radio station sends a signal but the listener cannot respond. The next one, half duplex. For this one, uh, both side can flow both direction, but only one side can be transmit at a time. Devices must take turns when sending and receiving the data. As I said, the example for this is walkie-talkie. One person speaks and the other must wait to respond. Last, Holdoflex. Data can flow in both directions simultaneously. Both devices can send and receive data at the same time without waiting. For example, phone call, both parties can speak and listen at the time. What is a computer network? A computer network is a group of interconnected devices that communicate and share resources. Networks allow data transfer, file sharing, internet access, and communication between multiple devices. The the internet itself is the largest and most widely used computer networks. A computer network is a group of two or more computers or devices connected together to share resources and communicate with each other. These resources can be include files, internet access, printers, and the other devices. There are four main types of computer networks. Number one, LAN or a LAN connects computers and devices within a small area like an office, home, or schools. It allows fast transfer with low latency since the distance is short. Typically uses the internet cables or Wi-Fi for connection. For example, office network. As you can see, these are the image or diagram of local area network. One or wide area network. Wide area network. A one connects devices over a large geographic area, such as cities or countries. It relies on leased telecommunication lines, satellites, and fiber optics. The internet is the largest example of one. For example, connecting branches of company in different cities. Here are the diagram of wide area network. Number 3. MAN or Metropolitan Area Network. A MAN covers a city or large campus. It's larger than island but smaller than a one. Excuse me. Often managed by local telecom providers or large organizations. For example, university campus or citywide Wi-Fi. This is the diagram of MAN or Metropolitan Area Network. Um, Last, FAN, Personal Area Network. A FAN connects personal devices over short range, usually within a few meters. It uses Bluetooth, infrared, or USB, or for connection. Ideal for connecting phones, laptops, and wearable devices. For example, wireless headphones connected to a smartphone. I don't have the diagram for this one since these personal area networks a connected with a short range. Network topologies. Network topology refer to the physical or logical arrangement of devices in a network. Common topologies include bus topology. Bus topology. In a bus topology, all devices are connected to a single communication line. A central cable known as a bus Data travels in both directions along the bus until it reaches the intended device. If the main cable fails, the whole network can go down. For example, used in a small networks or early LANs. As you can see, this is the bus topology diagram. Number two, star topology. In a star topology, all devices are connected to a central hub or switch. The hub manages the communication between the devices. If one device fails, the network remains unaffected, but if the central hub fails, the whole network goes down. Example: most common topology used in modern office networks. These are the this is the star topology diagram. These are the hub or main server. Number three, ring topology. Ring topology. In a ring topology, devices are connected in circular loop. Data travels in one direction or both directions around the ring until it reaches the intended device. Excuse me. A failure in one device can disrupt the whole network unless redundancy is in a place. For example, used in token rings network. This is the ring topology diagram. And last one is mesh topology. Mesh topology. In a mesh topology, every device is connected over to every other device directly. It provides high redundancy and fault tolerance since data can take multiple paths. It is costly and complex due to the large of number of connections. For example, used in critical systems like military and financial network. This is the mesh topology diagram. Next slide. Importance of data communication and networks. Data communication and networks have transformed how businesses, governments, and individuals operate from online banking in e-commerce to remote work and social media. Networks enable fast and secure communication. Reliable networks ensure business continuity and improve efficiency. Data communication and networks enable fast and efficient information exchange, support resource sharing, improve collaboration, enhance security, and increase productivity in both personal and business environments. Conclusion. To summarize what I have discussed, data communication and computer networks are the foundation of modern technology. Understanding how they work help us create more secure and fast reliable system. Thank you for watching. Thank you.